Tonight on Ctv3 News, Superintendent Aaron Gamboa blocked from U.S. flight over visa flagging amid kidnapping probe. Here in the North, an auto repair shop is broken into. Surveillance footage shows man stealing vehicle parts. Government introduces stronger penalties for drunk driving. And Belize's cattle industry witnesses one of its strongest performance in recent memory. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Monday, November 24th, 2025.
Looking for quality, tasty, and easy to prepare meals? Look no farther. M&M Frozen Foods, proudly distributed by United Distributors Limited, brings you a wide range of delicious frozen delights, perfect for every occasion. From frozen pizzas, quesadillas, garlic bread, jumbo samosa, cocktail samosas, pizza pockets, spring rolls, and hacken noodles, M&M Frozen Foods is fresh, flavorful, and convenient for busy lifestyles. Whether you're planning a quick dinner, hosting a gathering, or stocking up for the week, M&M Frozen Foods has you covered. Available now at leading supermarkets and stores nationwide through United Distributors Limited. M&M Frozen Foods, extensive variety to satisfy every craving.
Attention farmers. The New World screwworm is a serious threat to livestock, pets, wildlife, and humans. It causes yield losses, damages the quality of meat and skins, and can even kill them if left untreated. Check your animals daily. If you see any wounds on them, treat them immediately. Prevention is key. Apply approved healing and fly repellents to the navel of newborn animals after dehorning, ear tagging, or any other practice that leaves wounds on your animals to ensure your animals' well-being. If you notice worms in unusual wounds, report them immediately. Call Baja at 824-4872 or text or WhatsApp 670-7003 or call your nearest Ministry of Agriculture office. And don't forget, never transport or receive animals with injuries. Together, we will prevent the spread of this dangerous disease. This message was brought to you by Baja, OIRSA, AICA, USDA, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security, and Enterprise.
Your government is taking back ownership of our hydro dams and power generation plants, and all shares held in BEL by the foreign-owned Fortis. Belizean assets in the hands of Belizeans. fully Belizean owned and managed, with all local employees. Our nation's premier source of clean power generation is now in our hands. Revenues made in Belize will now stay in Belize. Remember, energy security equals economic independence. Your government continues to put Belizeans first.
Police rescued a woman who was allegedly held captive and raped repeatedly by her ex-boyfriend. A few weeks ago, we told you about a teacher in the Corozal district who was accused of rape and sexual assault against a student. Well, tonight it's a principal that stands accused, and the student he allegedly abused is 13. A 17-year-old from the Belize district told police that her father had touched her inappropriately in a sexual manner in July before he raped her at their home on the day school opened.
Real men don't beat up women. Real men don't prey on children. Real men don't abuse and rape and terrorize. Real men uplift women and protect children. It's time to break the cycle. Time to end the violence. It starts with us.
Infrastructure that impacts lives, provides opportunities, and enables the growth of communities and country. That has been the constant mission of the MIDH. The upgrading of the Guinea Grass Road has forged a vital link between the vibrant and productive communities of Shipyard, Guinea Grass, and the rest of Belize, which allows the smooth movement of goods and services. The transformation provided by meaningful infrastructure is very real.
We had really been struggling to transport these hoses on these roads, right? Since we have all the holes in the roads and stuff like that. We do not have that issue anymore, right? So now when we are delivering our hose, it comes to its location in a 100% complete product, right?
Before this highway came into place, this Tower Hill to Guinea Grass highway, there was a lot of bad things going on in terms of the road. It was bad. Potholes when it used to rain. People used to take a long time to come out and come into the village. And even teachers who are teaching here who have to commute find it very difficult to do their traveling every day.
Una gran diferencia, gran diferencia. En el tiempo que estaba la carretera, que no estaba pavimentada, era demasiado polvo demasiado. Y era como más despacio. Andabas como más lento porque pues no podías ir rápido. Pero ahorita es un gran beneficio, la mera verdad es. Yo creo que es lo mejor que el gobierno ha hecho. Yo estoy muy feliz, muy alegre con ello.
Well, now with this highway, now we have a lot of people, traversing the village. And our people in our village who have a small business like fast food, they're benefiting from that, no? Because people stop there in the morning, have their breakfast, and they go and continue their business.
Have business been increasing? Definitely. Yeah, we have realized when it comes to our customers, right? So we do not have the problems anymore that customer would say if they would call in, okay, where are you located, right? And I would say, we're located entrance of Shipyard. And then they would say, okay, we have to travel the bad road or whatever. So that's not a question anymore.
In the past, I believe these students used to struggle, meaning going on the bus or traveling on pickup, and it took long, they reached late to their classes. But right now, the transportation is accessible and the highway is accessible. So from Guinea Grass to their destination, to Orange Rock, to the high schools in Orange Rock, it takes less time. Right now, I believe teachers, people smile because it only takes minutes to reach from Guinea Grass to Tower Hill.
Good evening with your news also simulcast on Fiesta FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. Superintendent of Police Aaron Gamboa was halted from boarding a flight to the United States on Saturday after airport officials informed him that his U.S. visa had been marked or flagged. While his wife proceeded with her travel plans, Gamboa was instructed to remain in Belize with no further explanation provided at the time. Confirming the incident, Gamboa stated he would seek clarification from both the U.S. Embassy and his legal counsel to understand the reasons behind the visa alert. He expressed optimism that the issue would be resolved promptly and without significant complications. The senior police officer speculated that the visa restriction may stem from the ongoing investigation into the kidnapping of Joseph Budna, a case that has raised significant security concerns nationally. Gamboa, who is the commanding officer of the Special Patrol Unit involved in the case, suggested that the inquiry might have inadvertently triggered the visa alert. However, he strongly denied any personal connection or involvement in the matter, asserting, "I have nothing to do with the Budna situation. I'm clean." Gamboa is widely respected within Belize's law enforcement community and is regarded as one of the country's most esteemed and well-liked police officers. His current situation has drawn attention amid ongoing investigations and security concerns linked to the high-profile kidnapping case. Authorities in Orange Walk are currently probing a break-in at an auto repair shop following the discovery of surveillance footage capturing a man stealing from vehicles within the premises. The incident was reportedly by the proprietor of Mike's Auto Diagnostics, located along the Philip Goulson Highway. The incident came to light after one of the shop's mechanics reported that a vehicle key was missing on the morning of Saturday. Upon reviewing security footage, staff uncovered images from Tuesday, November 18th, which showed an individual identified as Adley entering the property by jumping over the front gate around 11:22 p.m. The footage appears to depict him retrieving a key from a Chevrolet Cruze and subsequently approaching a Range Rover SUV from which he removed the car battery. The stolen items, estimated to be worth $1,300 Belize dollars, were confirmed by the business owner. The authorities have yet to apprehend the suspect, and the investigation remains active as efforts to locate him continue. On Friday, November 21st, 2025, cops in Orange Walk conducted a search that led to the arrest of a woman on drug possession charges. The operation was carried out at a residence located on Progress Street. During a thorough search of the bathroom area, officers discovered a small quantity of suspected crack cocaine inside a ceramic toilet bowl. The substance was carefully recovered and shown to Ninfa Leda Reynoso, who was then informed of the nature of the find. She was cautioned, read her rights, and taken into custody. At the police station, Reynoso was presented with a rights form, which she acknowledged by signing after understanding its contents. The recovered material was weighed and recorded at approximately 11 grams. Officers sealed the evidence in a labeled white envelope in Reynoso's presence, who also signed the container. A witness officer signed as well, ensuring proper documentation for the chain of custody. The scaled item was subsequently handed over to the exhibit keeper. Following the arrest, Reynoso made a formal sworn statement and was formally charged with possession of a controlled substance. She was cautioned once more and chose to remain silent during subsequent proceedings. As we mentioned on Friday, authorities in Dangriga are currently probing a recent burglary at the town's Treasury Department. The incident was discovered early Friday morning when staff members arrived at the government office and found that it had been forcibly entered. Officers responded to the scene and confirmed that a safe containing a modest sum of cash had been taken. The break-in is believed to have taken place during the overnight hours or in the early morning.
Scenes of crime personnel were summoned to the scene, and several items of evidential value has been retrieved and are in the process of being submitted to the National Forensic and Science Services Laboratory with a view to see if it will advance the investigation. I know suggestions have been made that it was a large amount of money. I can categorically say that that is not the case. The Treasury is not in the practice of keeping large sums of money in that building. It was just under $1,000.
This is not the first time the Treasury has been targeted. Similar incidents occurred in August 2024 and March 2023, with thieves making off with safes each time. On Thursday, November 28, cops conducted a search that led to the seizure of a firearm, ammunition, and illicit drugs in a vacant lot behind a Queen Street residence in the Old Capital. The discovery follows a reported shooting incident that took place on November 19. The investigation began around 9:30 a.m. when officers visited the home of a 48-year-old Sharon Ramclam, based on reports of gunfire originating from the residence the previous evening. Despite a thorough search of the property, authorities did not find any illegal items on the premises. The search then extended to an unused lot situated behind the residence, where officers uncovered 3 plastic bottles containing crack cocaine. In addition, they recovered a 9mm pistol equipped with an extensive magazine loaded with 3 rounds, along with another magazine holding 10 rounds. 2 more bottles were found containing a mix of hollow point and live 9mm ammunition.
Search was conducted at a residence on Queen Street and an unoccupied property. And during the course of that search, a 9mm pistol was recovered, 2 9mm magazines, one of which is an extended magazine, 31 live rounds of assorted 9mm ammunition, and approximately 60 grams of crack cocaine separated in just under 300 parcels of small parcels. The firearm, believed to have been used in the shooting of Martin and Stevens, was packaged and submitted to the National Forensic and Science Services Laboratory for them to conduct testing to determine whether it was in fact used in that incident.
No arrests have been made at this stage, and police continue the inquiries into the case. Belize's cattle industry is closing out the year of an impressive high, with both national consumption and export numbers increasing significantly compared to previous years. According to Principal Agriculture Officer Bellarmino Esquivel, the sector is experiencing one of its strongest performances in recent memory, an encouraging signal for farmers, exporters, and the wider agricultural economy. In recent years, Belize has made major strides in establishing formal export pathways and improving herd genetics, animal health standards, and traceability systems. These investments, Esquivel explains, are now bearing fruit. Farmers are producing high-quality cattle, and the country is steadily positioning itself as a competitive supplier in the regional market. The boost in exports is particularly notable to neighboring countries, where demand for Belizean cattle has increased due to quality, proximity, and improved regulatory compliance. Meanwhile, within Belize, beef consumption has risen as consumers turn to locally sourced protein amid higher import costs and growing confidence in local production.
The cattle industry has a The cattle industry has a major social and economic impact. It contributes a lot to the livelihoods of our farmers from north to south, east to west. We have about 7,000 cattle farmers in the entire country of Belize. And the beauty about the cattle industry is that 70% of the industry lies in the hands of small to medium farmers. So it has generated incomes of close. When you look at the domestic market, export market combined, you're talking about an $80-90 million industry. So it does plays a major role in boosting our economy. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, this year the cattle industry, the export sales will certainly surpass one or two of our traditional exports.
With cattle emerging as one of Belize's brightest agricultural success stories of the year, officials believe the sector is well positioned to continue driving rural development and export earnings well into 2025. Coming up next, an increase in the penalty for driving under the influence of alcohol. Stay tuned.
I present to you Her Royal Highness.
I want to try something different.
Nice parking.
Thank you.
You missed a spot right there.
Plot twist.
Wow, you look beautiful.
Giddy up.
Knowing that you make a difference is what keeps us going.
Oh, Philadelphia is starting to feel like home.
Let's make it the best Christmas ever.
It is truly an honor to stand here today as a part of the Self-Phone Repair Training Program. A program that has not only taught us a valuable technical skill, but also empowered us as women to step into a field that is often seen as male-dominated. We learn how to open up phones, identify parts, common problems, and even fix these issues on our own. We have not only learned a new trade, but we have proven that women can do anything we set our minds to.
I am forever grateful for this experience. This course was amazing, and I bet these ladies have that knowledge now, and nobody's gonna take away that knowledge that we have.
So it's an opportunity for you to start to figure out the way forward and to be able to market to your community.
When women are empowered and they're productive, they produce, GDP grows, and we're all more productive and better off as an entire country. So they're investing in you, and they fully expect that you guys are going to go out and work and make your community better, make your families better, and then the country as a consequence is going to be so much better because of your hard work. I want to thank you for believing in yourself, for having the confidence to at least attempt something new. And in the future, I want you to continue to take chances, to challenge yourself, not to underestimate what you can do and try new things. Because a lot of times, people need just one chance.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
No matter how green the grass is over there, you belong here with us.
Welcome to the overworld.
Anything you can dream about here?
Some things are gonna come out. about me. I can't live with it no more.
Put a track lock on itself. Who moves, I want to know.
Hoy te vamos a contar un cuento basado en una historia real. Chao Dengue. Capítulo 1. Síntomas del dengue. Había una vez una familia que, sin saberlo, llevaba consigo un visitante no deseado. No era un monstruo ni un fantasma, pero sí algo que podía debilitar su cuerpo y robarle la energía. Pronto llegaron la fiebre, acompañada de dolor de cabeza, principalmente detrás de los ojos, dolor de cuerpo, náuseas y un sarpullido que se enrojecía por su piel. ¿Qué debían hacer en ese momento? Lo primero era no caer en la automedicación. En la mente del padre resonaban las palabras de los expertos. La clave está en buscar ayuda temprana. Así que, sin dudarlo, se dirigió a la unidad de salud más cercana, donde le brindaron la atención necesaria. Pero la historia no termina ahí. Si alguien en su familia también enfrentaba la misma situación, era enviado a su hogar con una lista de recomendaciones para ser cuidado allí. El reposo se convertía en su mejor escudo y la hidratación en su arma más poderosa. Abundante líquido y, sobre todo, sales de rehidratación oral serían sus aliados en la recuperación. La familia aprendió que la acción temprana podía marcar la diferencia para que esta historia tenga un final feliz. Y colorín colorado, la salud hay que cuidarla en todos lados.
Is your internet struggling to reach every corner of your home? Say goodbye to dead zones. Introducing Villo, your ultimate solution for seamless internet coverage. Whether you're streaming, gaming, working from home, or scrolling through social media, Villo delivers a fast, reliable Wi-Fi where you need it most. As a valued Centaur internet customer, you can be one of the first to access Villo free of cost. For more information, call 380-0101.
A Belize Coast Guard officer is currently in police custody following a violent domestic altercation that occurred early this morning on Gibnut Street. At approximately 5 a.m., law enforcement officers responded to reports of a disturbance and found Police Constable Jessica Powell with multiple stab wounds inside the residence. Emergency medical teams attended to her immediately and transported her to a medical facility for urgent care. The suspect, identified as Brian Chiak, also a member of the Belize Coast Guard and the Powell's boyfriend, was quickly detained at the scene. Authorities are now investigating the circumstances leading to the assault, seeking to understand what transpired within the home prior to the incident. Powell remains hospitalized as investigations continue. While police have yet to specify any charges against Chiak, the case is being handled with priority due to the involvement of personnel from 2 security agencies. On behalf of Attorney General Anthony Sylvester, a bill for an act to provide for the salaries, pension, and other conditions of service of judges of the High Court of Judicature and the Court of Appeal was presented in the House of Representatives last Thursday. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Education Francis Fonseca stated that the initiative follows the government's efforts to strengthen, modernize, and enhance the efficiency of the judiciary. Judges and senior judicial officers are paid through the Consolidated Revenue Fund as guaranteed by the Constitution. Still, Fonseca noted that the same cannot be said for pensions.
Under the Pensions Act, judges of the Court of Appeal and the High Court would fall into the category of what they call other public service. And as things stand currently, Madam Speaker, there is no law or regulations in force in respect of their service. So as such, they are not considered pensionable officers under the Pensions Act. In the absence of legislation which governs their service, judges are employed on contract and are paid an annual gratuity as per contract. But as our highest court, the CCJ, has said, in a case coming from Belize, no less, the Bar Association of Belize against the Attorney General of Belize, one of the important components of judicial independence is security of tenure. And they further pointed out that judges should receive adequate remuneration and have the security of a pension scheme. This, Madam Speaker, aligns with the UN Basic Principles on the Independence of the Judiciary, which in Article 11 states that the term of office of judges, their independence, security, adequate remuneration, conditions of service, pensions, and age of retirement shall be adequately secured by law.
Fonseca cited the Bar Association's case against the government before the Caribbean Court of Justice, in which the highest regional court reiterated the importance of security of tenure and proper remuneration for jurists, which avoids them, per judicial scholar Francis Alexis, having to return to practice at the bar and maintains their independence from the other arms of government. Accompanying regulation will be made under the law by the Governor General, who appoints judges of the courts by recommendation of the legislature, Prime Minister, and Leader of the Opposition. Currently, as of 2023, the base salary for judges is $175,000 per annum, tax-free, as agreed by the government. A bill to amend the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 230 of Belize's law to strengthen DUI laws, introduce a breath test, establish specimen collection procedures, and set penalties for refusal. To amend licensing provisions for motorcycle dealers, repairs, and manufacturing to include Key Cocker as a municipality with designated fees and penalties, and was introduced in the House of Representatives on Thursday. Minister Dr. Louisa Bani said the amendment will treat Key Cocker on the level of San Pedro Tong regarding the collection of traffic-related fees, charges, fines, and penalties, which will in turn be used to fix the island villages' roads and meet other community needs. With the larger problem being combating driving while under the influence of alcohol or other drugs, stronger penalties are being created.
We're introducing strong penalties for drunk driving. The first offense, up to $1,500 in fine or up to 1 year in jail and disqualification for 1 year. The second offense, up to 3 years in jail and disqualification for life. In the case of the breathalyzer testing, updating so that transport officers and police officers can request a breath test when they suspect someone is driving drunk. Breath testing will be the first option and not blood or urine. Obviously, it would be easier to do that on the spot with a breathalyzer. If the breathalyzer is not available, then what is being done now with blood and urine would be used. The result from a breath machine can be used as evidence in court, and refusing to take tests carries the same penalty as drunk driving. Of course, then there will be it will also be an offense for anyone who fights or resists or obstructs the officer during the test-taking process. The approved breathalyzer device in the section will allow the minister the authority to officially approve the brand type of breath testing device through an order published in the Gazette. The legal alcohol limit, the law now clearly states the maximum legal alcohol limit for a breath test is 0.035 milligrams of alcohol in 100 milliliters of breath, or 35 micrograms of alcohol in 100 milliliters of breath, equivalent to 80 milligrams of alcohol in 100 milliliters of blood.
The laws will also include the provision for driving training, a 2-week course costing up to $300 at the local IT vet. A fine of $500 will be issued for loud modified motorcycle exhaust systems producing noise beyond 80 decibels. Violation tickets will increase for failure to obey traffic signs, improper overtaking, and similar offenses. A 1-year tint permit sticker will be issued for those meeting the requirements, and a fine of $500 will be issued for those who do not. Tinting will be banned for persons convicted of serious violent crimes, including drug trafficking, sexually based offenses, human trafficking, and smuggling. Rental vehicles and taxis will not be allowed to be tinted, as well as vehicles of other persons not considered fit and proper. International visitors will need a permit costing $50. The bill goes to the Public Utilities, Transport, and Communication Committee of the House. The International Court of Justice, ICJ, today listened to Guatemala's plea for permission to participate in the ongoing legal dispute between Belize and Honduras concerning the sovereignty of the Zapodilla Keys, known locally as Cayos Zapotillos. The hearing was held at the Peace Palace, presided over by Judge Iwasawa. The disagreement originated when Belize initiated legal proceedings on November 16, 2022, requesting the ICJ to resolve the sovereignty conflict over the islands. Belize based its claim on the jurisdictional grounds provided by the Pact of Bogota. Guatemala, which also asserts sovereignty over the same territory, formally requested to intervene in the case on December 1, 2023, citing Article 62 of the ICJ Statute. During the hearing, Guatemala's representative, Ana Cristina Rodriguez Pineda, clarified their position, stating Guatemala's application does not seek to introduce a new claim over Cayos Zapotillos. However, it is difficult to conceive of a scenario where a state with a clear sovereignty claim would remain passive while a case concerning its territory is ongoing, she explained. She emphasized that Guatemala's primary aim is to safeguard its rights and interests regarding the Zapodilla Keys through all available legal channels, including Article 62 of the court statute, and to ensure the court understands the scope of Guatemala's rights, which will be impacted by its decision on sovereignty. Guatemala also claimed that Belize's actions were taken without prior consultation, potentially harming Guatemala's legal rights. Guatemala reminded the court that for over a century, sovereignty over the islands was claimed solely by Guatemala and the United Kingdom. Honduras' claim emerged in 1981 following an agreement between Guatemala, the UK, and Belize. Prior to this, Honduras had publicly supported Guatemala's position. However, after the 1981 agreement, Honduras shifted its stance. The ICJ will resume hearings tomorrow, allowing Belize and Honduras to present their oral arguments. Guatemala is scheduled for a second round of submissions on November 26th. Belize will officially kick off the global 16 days of activism against gender-based violence on Tuesday, November 25th. The country will be joining the rest of the world in raising awareness and demanding action to end violence against women and girls. This year's theme, Unite to End Digital Violence Against All Women and Girls, highlights one of the fastest growing forms of abuse. But here at home, a recent tragedy has cast a somber shadow over the national launch and ignited urgent calls for stronger protections for women facing domestic violence. Just weeks before this week's observance, Belizeans were shaken by the horrific death of Angelita Magana, a young mother from San Felipe village whose life ended in an act of extreme violence. Angelita and her 2 children perished in a fire that police confirmed was intentionally set by her common-law husband, a man with a history of abusing her, recently released from prison at the time of the attack. Her story, now etched painfully into the national conversation, underscores the gaps that still exist within Belize's justice and protection systems. As this year's 16 years of activism begins, organizations are stressing that while digital abuse is on the rise, traditional forms of violence, physical assault, harassment, stalking, and femicide continue to devastate Belizean families. As Belize prepares to light candles, host vigils, and roll out campaigns over the next 16 days, many hope this year's observance will mark a turning point, one where awareness leads to action, and action leads to meaningful changes that save lives. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
This season, a Christmas surprise awaits. With Santa Claus at 12 spins of Christmas, jingle all the way to a happy holiday by keeping your account up to date. From December 5th to the 19th, join us live on Center's Facebook page for an opportunity to unwrap one of 12 fantastic prizes. The final magical spin will be on December 24th. To make your holiday even brighter, Centaur's sleigh is also packed with $3,000 cash giveaway. 3 lucky winners, one from Corozal, Ladyville, and Orange Walk, will each receive $1,000. The draw happens on January 5th during the Despierta Belize morning show. This year, celebrate the magic of Christmas with Centaur, where your happiness and satisfaction is our greatest gift.
Personally, I want to thank the GOB, Government of Belize, for giving Ecumenical College its fair share of these Chromebooks.
We used to get our work done and learn on the typewriter. In the last 25 years, we have seen a complete transformation.
It is my esteemed pleasure to give a heartfelt thank you to the Ministry of Education and most notably to the Minister of Education, Mr. Rekenya, and his team for this tremendous donation to our school and our students. Please note that this gesture speaks volume to your dedication to our education system.
Basketball fans, the NBA season is back and more electrifying than ever.
Forever.
Witness every battle, every dunk, and every overhead and back pass with Centaur's Express Plus app. This season is a must-watch event packed with heart-stopping moments and unforgettable plays. Don't miss out. Stream all the action live on the Centaur's Express Plus app.
Hey, drop James Harden's ass!
Express Plus, your front row seat to the 2025 NBA season.
Oh man, one more scroll and my data is done.
Wait, who said anything about running out? Smart just dropped a more powerful plan that now includes social media data, so you can scroll till your fingers cramp.
Enjoy free social media data now included in our Flex Choice and Select postpaid plans.
Visit any Smart showroom to sign up today because connectivity just got even better. Smart, bringing people together.
Cellular World 21st anniversary is here, and we're celebrating big. We've lined up 21 incredible offers on the products you love the most. Get the coolest smartphone starting at just $109. Or go premium with Samsung and Apple deals you can't miss. Upgrade your home with a new 55, 65, or 75-inch smart TV at an unbelievable price. And make every night a movie night. Or take the party anywhere with a new JBL grip speaker and Samsung headphones, all with a 1-year warranty and the special anniversary price. Plus, enjoy incredible discounts on laptops, printers, and office equipment, perfect for home or work. Thank you for being with us for 21 years. Belize, now celebrate with us for all the years to come. Visit Cellular World today in Belize City, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and San Pedro.
Get the most out of your internet with Centaur's ExpressNet. Are you ready to supercharge your online experience? When connecting to your Velo Mesh device, make sure you're linked to our blazing fast 5 GHz frequency. Why 5 GHz? Faster speeds at a shorter range. 5 GHz is perfect for use in smaller spaces where speed is your top priority. As for the 2.4 GHz, while connection may travel farther, it can lead to slower performance. Remember, choose 5 GHz for your devices and experience the difference instantly. ExpressNet, bringing you the best speeds for the ultimate online experience. For more information, contact us at 380-0101.
The government of Belize, in collaboration with the Statistical Institute of Belize, SIB, and the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, proudly announces the official launch of the Multiple Indicator Cluster Survey MICS-7 results. This milestone event coincides with the observance of World Children's Day. MICS-7 is a globally recognized household survey program developed by UNICEF and implemented in over 120 countries. In Belize, it represents one of the most comprehensive sources of data on children and women, covering critical areas such as health, education, child protection, water and sanitation, mental health, and gender equality. MICS-7 was implemented by the Statistical Institute of Belize with technical support from UNICEF and included structured questionnaires for women, men, and children living in more than 5,000 households across the country. The MICS-7 was valued at $1.9 million Belize dollars, 80% of which was sourced directly from UNICEF. The remaining 20% was provided through contributions from numerous partners, including the Ministry of Sustainable Development and Climate Change, the Ministry of Human Development, Family Support and Gender Affairs, the Ministry of Health and Wellness, the International Organization for Migration, the United Nations Population Fund, the Korea International Cooperation Agency, through the Enabling of Belize's Statistical System project. The full report on the findings of the MICS-7 will be available to the public in early 2026. The Protected Area Conservation Trust Pact has received approval from the Green Climate Fund, the GCF, to carry out a project preparation facility PPF service to support the development of the full proposal for the climate project, strengthening the Belize National Protected Area System, NPAS, to provide resilience and reduce vulnerability of communities against climate change. The proposed project aims to strengthen the resistance and management of Belize's National Protected Area System, which plays a vital role in supporting biodiversity, conservation, tourism, water security, and sustainable rural livelihoods. Through this PPF service, PACT in its role as direct access entity to the GCF will lead the preparation of a comprehensive full funding proposal for the project, including detailed technical, environmental, financial, and social assessments required by the fund in collaboration with the co-executing entities. Once fully developed and funded, the project will enhance ecosystem integrity, build resilience across buffer communities, and reduce climate-related risks across protected and conserved landscapes. This approval marks a significant milestone in Belize's continued efforts to advance transformative climate action and lead the integration of conservation priorities with climate finance. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Tuesday, November 25th here on Ctv3 News and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/ctv3belizenews or our YouTube channel at ctv3 News BZ. From all of us here at CTV3, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.